to another video. Today I'll be ranking all 9 American Horror Story seasons from the worst to the best. Now before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know for your favorite video, and let's get started. So coming in last place, in 9th place, is going to be Season 5, Hotel. Now, this season is enjoyable. Of course, is the worst season. It is very, very slow. This one took me the longest to watch, which tells you something, because it should be these seasons, a lot of the seasons of American Horror Story, it took me like 3 days to watch because I was invested in the characters, the story, the directing. Hotel, I think, was lacking in the directing. I didn't think it looks all that good. The characters, I thought, weren't the best. It's not the worst characters I've ever seen in any movie or TV show, but it's pretty bad for an American Horror Story season. And I just thought the overall decisions that the director made with how the sequences play out and how the story actually progresses from the first episode all the way to the last episode, I thought those decisions that he made, or they made, were not that well done. Characters are bland. I just expected more from the season. I was very, very excited to watch this season after watching season 4. But it did let me down. So Hotel is, of course, the worst one, and it comes in at number 9. Coming number 8 is going to be Season 8, Apocalypse. Now, this season is interesting. It has a lot of good aspects about it, but when the bad aspects kick in, it's pretty bad. I thought the characters were interesting. The story, I guess, was okay. Not the worst, not the best. For me, this season should have been the best because just the name alone, Apocalypse, End of the World, should have been the baddest, biggest American Horror Story season, and fortunately it wasn't. It was, a lot of the sequences are just very bland, a lot of the episodes are very slow, and this one did take me, this was the second longest, this took me the second longest time to watch this season. So Apocalypse it's fine. It's not, obviously not the best, but it is one of the worst. It's an okay season. So Apocalypse comes in at number 8. Number 7 is going to be Season 7, Cult. Now, what I really liked about this season is that it goes in a different direction. And while some of the sequences I did not think were needed in this season, I didn't think they needed to go all out with this season, but I enjoyed the horror aspect of it. The horror aspect of this season is by far one of my favorite horror aspects out of the entire American Horror Story show, because there are those dark sequences where you don't know who's around the corner. I love, love, love those sequences in this season. What puts this one down for me is that it's just in your face. A lot of the stuff in this season is just in your face, and not with blood or gore. Something else that everyone who watches American Horror Story may know. I didn't think that it needed all of that, but I thought it was an interesting and fun season to watch, and it did take me a pretty quick time to watch this season. So Cult is fun, interesting, so it comes in at number 7. Coming number 6 is going to be Season 3, Coven. Now, what I really liked about the season is that it's different. This is all about magic. This entire season is about magic. And, you know, it's sort of like I think, yeah, this is the witch season. It's all about witches. And I thought the director handled this very, very well. You, of course, have the return of Jessica Lange, and she is always very, very good. She is the best actress / actress in this entire show, and she is, of course, the best part of this show. Her performance is phenomenal. The other characters I thought were very interesting. You have Emma Roberts in this season, and the first time I saw her in anything was in Scream 4, and she was very, very good in Scream 4. So she was very good in this season also. And I thought the story was very, very well done. Some characters that are in this I thought were okay. A lot of the characters were interesting, but some of them were not that fun and interesting. The other villains, sort of villains of this season, I thought they were okay, decent. The guy with the weird color eyes, I don't know what his name is. I thought he was pretty creepy. He scared me to death in a lot of the sequences in this season. So Coven is a very, very enjoyable season, and that's why it comes in at number 6. Coming number 5 is going to be Roanoke. This one is season 6. Now, I was very, very, very pumped to see this season because this season is by far one of the most unique seasons of American Horror Story, as it's all a TV show. And I thought that aspect of this season was a lot of fun. Some episodes did take me a little bit longer to see than others, but a lot of the episodes were fast-paced and very, very interesting because, again, this season is very, very creepy and scary in the way that you don't know what's around the corner. And when they're actually filming the TV show, the people who are in the TV show are actually the bad people who are actually doing this, and there's someone or some people who are actually murdering people in this season, or in the TV show, in this season. So I thought that aspect of this season was very, very interesting. And I thought the characters were very good. You have, of course, in every season, you have at least one returning character who comes back for every season. And I thought all the characters in this season were very, very well done. So Roanoke is a fun, interesting season, and that's why it comes in at number 5. Coming number 4 is going to be Season 4, Freak Show. Now, what I really, really liked about this season is that it's just weird, wacky, freaky. It's just interesting and fun. This season is by far one of the most fun seasons of all of American Horror Story. Jessica Lange, again, is fantastic in this season. There are songs in this season which I really, really liked. They took what was good about Asylum, the songs and the creepiness of it, and they used it for Freak Show. And while Freak Show is not as good as Asylum, it is a very, very, very well done season. So Freak Show comes in at number 4. Coming number 3 is going to be the most recent season, 1984. Now, this season was a lot of fun. Takes you back to the 80s. Of course, I wasn't alive in the 80s, but it takes you to the 80s, and I just thought that all the characters were fun, unique. I thought the scares in this season were very, very, very well done. And the story I thought was very good because it takes place at a camp, and Camp Redwood, and I thought it was really, really fun and very entertaining. So 1984, which is season 9, comes in at number 3. Coming number 2 is going to be season 1, Murder House. Now, I really, really enjoyed this season. Murder House is a phenomenal season. It's just like 0.000000001 below my number 1 pick. And Murder House is a phenomenal season. It introduces some awesome characters that you immediately like, and all the scares in the season are very, very well done. I still get scared watching this season just because of how well done it is. It looks very good. So overall, Murder House is a very entertaining season, and of course it's one of the best, and it comes in at number 2. But of course, coming in number 1 is going to be season 2, Asylum. This season is the definition of a fantastic American Horror Story and just horror season in general. This just takes what was good about Murder House and does it even better. The season is, of course, in an asylum, and I thought they used that very, very well. They used it to this season's advantage because all the characters are weird, and not saying disabilities are weird. I'm just saying some of the characters in this season do things that make you question things in this season, and I thought the director handled that very, very well. The villains of this season I thought were very interesting. You have the doctor who wants to basically murder his patients. You also have this one weird character, Lily Rabe, I believe her name is, the actress's name. She is in multiple seasons in American Horror Story. I thought her character was very, very creepy. She is the definition. She plays on one of the nuns. She is the definition of creepy. Her character is by far the creepiest character in the entire American Horror Story. And she just looks like a normal nun. But the way they use her in this season is just horrifying. Her character is horrifying. What she does is horrifying. And there's some sequences that just scared me to death. She is very, very good in this season, Lily Rave. She is by far the creepiest character in this season. You also have Jessica Lange, Sarah Paulson. They're very, very good. Sarah Paulson plays a sort of reporter, and Jessica Lange is the head nun, and she is phenomenal in this season. There is a song sequence with her singing the name game, and it was awesome. I love that sequence. It's fun, entertaining, energetic, and that's why Asylum is the best horror season of American Horror Story, and that's why Season 2 Asylum comes in at number 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you're notified for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.